Hi, it's Miss Blaylock, and I have a link to coolmath.com. And what I like on the pre-calculus tab is there's a link for piecewise functions. So we are about to learn about piecewise functions. You should know how to graph these first three functions on the screen, which are y equals x squared, which is a parabola, y equals 3x minus 5, which is a line. The y-intercept is -5, and the slope is 3. And then we have y equals -2 times the quantity at the absolute value of x minus 1. If you remember the absolute value, it looks like a v, and then the -1 would make it move to the right one, and the -2 would make it reflect over the x-axis and have a dilation of 2. And you could always make a table, plug in some x values, and get your y values, so long as you knew it looked like the absolute value function. But there are scenarios where you might want to have a graph that looks like it was made in pieces. So these are called piecewise functions. So on the screen, you'll see it says graph. It has y equals and then has curly brackets, and that holds more than one function. So we have a function x plus 2, and then we have a function x minus 1 quantity squared. So you could graph the line, and you can also graph the parabola. However, if you want to put both of them on the same coordinate plane, you can restrict the domain, and then that will allow you to still have a function that passes the vertical line test. So it's in two pieces, and x less than 1 means 1 is not included for the line x plus 2, and x greater than or equal to 1 means that 1 is included, and anything bigger than 1 is included for the graph of x minus 1 squared. So in order to do this, website I think is kind of cool. It shows you if you could set up the fence. So the fence is the dashed line, that's at 1 because the domain restriction said 1. And then it tells you kind of where the two functions are going to live. And then you can continue to scroll down, and then it kind of walks you through it. So if you had y equals x plus 2, it's a line with a slope of 1 over 1, goes through the y-axis at 2, that's the y-intercept, and then there's an open circle on 1, because 1 is not included. And anything to the left of 1, so smaller than 1 in the domain, is where the line exists, and there is an arrow. And then you can do the second part. So a parabola, now this one says x minus 1 means move a parabola to the right 1. So lucky for us, our domain restriction started at 1. We can put our vertex there. It's a closed circle because our domain restriction said x greater than or equal to 1. And then you graph the parabola like you normally would do. And so here is one for you to try. Please put this into your notebook and try this one.